Okay, we are live. Hello, everybody. Christopher McCartney. Are you related to, let's see, your audio isn't on yet. Okay, we are live. Hello, everybody. Christopher McCartney. There we go. Okay. How you doing, Christopher? Are you related to Paul?
You know how many times I've gotten that over my life? When I was in school, I used to say, they'd ask me that, and I'd be like, if I was related to Paul, you think I'd be here in your class?
It's really funny. I have lived long enough where originally Paul was the good-looking, cute Beatle, and now Ringo is the handsome Beatle. I mean, that's it. Welcome. How did you find out about me, Christopher? How did you connect to all this?
Your Facebook post.
Oh, good. Somebody's actually, thank you for telling me that. No, I actually know. That's kind of marketing. On my Monday mentoring call with my mentees, I talked about my new KISS method. Good morning, Mr. Bryant. You keep driving, sir. You drive safe. I see you there. I was talking about marketing and how it's too damn complicated. We got these 88-step click funnels. We've got all these different applications and scraping and virtual assistants and all this stuff. And I run a very simple marketing I do basically a one-step marketing. Okay, simple and short, where I put out content that addresses the one simple need of people. I put it out in a multitude of places, and it goes direct to my scheduling system. So I just came off, I had an appointment this morning. I have several other appointments today. Guess what happens when we speak to people on Zoom or the phone who came to you because they saw a video or they saw something and they have a problem or a need that you addressed in a short, compelling video and offered a free consultation. Guess what happens?
More than likely they sign up.
Well, you're talking to them.
Okay.
We've put in so many steps and stepping stones and all these things. Bottom line, I run a very successful business. I make a lot of money and I'm debt free for one simple reason. I don't want to sound like a shithead here. I do one simple thing. I talk to people every day. I make offers every day. The guy who I had on before this call, we were on the phone for 15 minutes. I made him an offer. He declined. It's over. He doesn't want the house in Pasadena. He can't afford it. But the thing is, if I speak to 5 people like that every day, guess where the math? Am I the casino? Is the math in my favor?
Yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely.
You better believe it. It's all in my favor. And I think we've gotten, and this is my new Guts KISS method system. And if anybody's interested, go to my webpage, claudediamond.com, schedule with me for 15 minutes. I'll give you the mind map and I'll give you an outline of my new system on how to get quality prospects every day without spending a fortune and without driving yourself crazy doing postings for 8 hours a day and all that time wasting and expensive stuff. I think marketing is crazy the way it's being taught today.
Yeah, it's like it's great, but it's also very it's a web and really complicated.
What's the one thing we can do? Just the KISS method. Keep it simple, keep it short. What's the one thing we can do to make money today? Talk to a few people. Offer us. You're in real estate, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the number one problem that you solve for people? Who is your customer? We'll go right into this is Role Play Wednesday. Who is your customer? Believe it or not.
People facing foreclosure.
Say again?
People facing foreclosure.
Facing foreclosure. What is the number one problem? One sentence answer. Number one problem. I know there's 38 problems, but what's the one emotional problem that someone in foreclosure is facing? Just one simple problem. Just give me one.
They have no idea what to do.
They're lost. Okay, and let's make it emotional. They don't know what to do. What's that feeling that evokes?
Oh, they're stressed. They're worried. All of that.
Is How about this word? So we,
Fearful.
oh, you're genius. Guess what I was writing? Fear. Fear. So good morning, Abigail. You look lovely. Good to see you in the
Oh,
car.
thank you. Yeah, I got to drive, but
That's
I'm
okay.
going to listen in.
Drive carefully. Christopher's a genius. He just gave me, we synthesized all this complicated stuff down to one word. Fear. People
Fear, yeah.
fear. So what do we have to do in terms of marketing? So we have enough people to speak to. How do we market that one word in a posting, like a little text posting on other people's group calls or on a little video? If we're going to do a video today, what's your means of marketing, Christopher? Can I call you Chris?
Yeah, Chris is fine. Yeah.
I'm Claude. What kind of marketing do you do? Pay-per-click, videos, postings, podcasts, blogging?
I used to do like news update videos. But lately I've actually been working with other investors to help them with what they've been going through. So like they're getting the leads and like they don't know what to do with it. So then I'll kind of work beside them type of thing.
Okay. Are you busy enough? This is I'm giving you two hypothetical martinis and a shot of sodium pentothal. Are you as busy as you as busy as you want to be speaking to people who want to help you, who have a problem, and you can help them solve that?
Not yet.
That's where you got to go. Forget about all the other shit. Pardon my language. 2 cups of coffee and I'm cursing like I'm back in New York City again. Rodrigo,
hey, I'm on Long Island.
Hey, you talking to me or what? Hey, forget about it. Let's go out and get a slice. Say what? How do you tell someone's from New York, Manhattan, the island, Queens? How do you tell? They say in every sentence, right?
I got a boy. I got a guy for that.
and you argue with people about people about the best pizza. I got friends in Staten Island. Oh, you guys in Manhattan, you think you're fancy and everything like that. You pay $50 for a pie. You come get a good slice in Staten Island for $2, and it's the best slice you'll ever have. That's what.
Not anymore.
How much is a slice?
Like $3 or $4, depending on where you go.
It's still the cheapest meal in the world next to a dirty water soubrette hot dog, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you ever see the water and the gnarly little hand of the guy who makes that thing? Rodrigo, you're laughing too hard at this stuff, man. You got to be from back east, right? Can't hear you, buddy. Can't hear you.
There you go. How's it going, Claude? Good morning.
How's it going, Rodrigo? Good morning. Where are you from, buddy?
I'm from Arizona, but I've been out back east. I've been to Manhattan a couple of times on vacation, and oh my God, everything's like moving. Like people are they either really nice or they're like telling you to get the heck out of the way, And
New Yorkers don't mince words, Eye contact is an overt act of aggression in New York City. Okay. You stare at, hey, what do you want from me? All I did was look at you.
Yeah, it's so funny. I remember one time walking out of this station. It was like the first time I was in New York in high school, and some guy was like trying to sell me his mixtape, and then I didn't want to buy his mixtape, and all hell broke loose.
I love New Yorkers. I am a New Yorker. My wife and I have a mixed marriage. She's from New Jersey. Okay. But and Jersey, I think we think Jersey pizza is even better now. But let's go back to my original conversation with Christopher, because he was right on target for a good role play. Christopher deals with people in foreclosure. Christopher wants to close people in one phone call. Can we all agree on that? Or do you guys want to make 20 follow-ups?
Nope.
Good morning,
Just
Mr.
one.
Garrett. Good morning, Mr. Joseph.
Hey, good morning.
Joseph, tell Helen I miss her. She never comes on anymore.
I will.
Okay, you're a lucky man. You have a beautiful wife.
Thank you. I know.
Good morning, Tim, Mr. Wilkinson. He's on there too. Okay, so Christopher and I came to the one word, simplified marketing. fear. When someone's in foreclosure, they're dealing with the unknown. They're dealing with fear. They're not sleeping at night. They have money. They're worried about money. Where is their family going to live? Where are they going to take their 5 chihuahuas? Are they going to move into their mother-in-law's basement or whatever? What kind of video title could you do, or a blog title, or a posting in Reddit or something like that? I like Reddit, by the way. It's old school internet. I like Reddit. There's good information on there. What could you post, Chris, in one simple headline or title to get people to say, whoa, that's exactly what I'm looking for?
Are you facing foreclosure and don't know what to do? Contact us.
That's too much. I need a sentence, like an enticing thing. The fear of losing your home. The fear of something like that. Can you put that word in there? How to avoid the fear of losing your home. Are you suffering from fear due to foreclosure? Sounds like a medical commercial, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you got hemorrhoids? You got Can you put something? Is there someone today, reverse engineer it? Is there someone today who is in pre-foreclosure or worried about money, behind in their payments on their home? What's the next step they do? They need knowledge. They're all worried about this. Should I contact an attorney? What's the first thing we all do?
Look up on our phones.
We go on there. What do we type in? What are we going to type in there? How to avoid foreclosure, how to borrow money or something. Are they going to find you, Christopher?
I'm working on that.
Okay, ring, ring. Can we do a fun role play? We just have fun here. Let's do a fun role play. I'll be the prospect. I'm calling you up. I saw your ad. Okay, ring, ring, ring.
I hate being on the spot.
We're just gonna have fun. Relax. This is Role Play Wednesday. You know me. I'm a cream puff. Don't worry. This is all about learning how to make money. This is how to make money, guys. You got to get on this remote control device to the universe here. You got to talk to people. And you're doing all this marketing, all this running around. You're paying all these gurus. Thank you. By the way, you put mac and cheese on my table. But the thing about it is, what are you doing? What's the one thing that can make you money today? Get you a deal today, a contract today. Talking to people.
Yeah.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hi, Claude. This is Chris.
I'm calling you. I'm responding to your ad. Hey, Mr. Ring, ring. Say hello. Like a
Hello?
businessman.
Hey, good afternoon. This is Chris. Can I help you?
Yeah, Mr. McCartney. You're related to Paul, aren't you?
Yeah,
listen,
I wish.
Yeah, I just saw your video on Facebook. I loved it, man. And I was wondering if you could help me here.
Yeah. So could you tell me a little about what's going on?
Yeah. Good opener. Off the role play. Good opening. Tell me what's going on. Okay. Can we give a better result? What's the most important thing what's going on right now? I'm going to say, to be honest with you, I'm behind. I'm behind 18 payments on my McMansion here. And my wife is starting to worry. I don't know what to do. Get an attorney, call up the bank, just give the keys to the bank. I don't know what to do, man. I'm in a really expensive home and I'm 18 payments behind.
All right. So what's your ultimate desired outcome?
Good response. What's my outcome? Did you see it? Did anyone hear the word he just used? What's the outcome? Could you phrase it a little? Now, could you soften this a little and nurture me? How do you, instead of making this pure rock solid business, can you be a little bit more Chris? Claude, I understand your problem. I can't imagine the fear, the pain. Thank you for calling me. Thank you for calling me. That was very brave of you. I can imagine what you're going through. And my job today is to find out maybe how we can fix this. What's the outcome you're looking for? See the difference, the way I did it, the way you did it?
Yeah.
Soften it a little, make it nurturing. Give me a stroke. I thank you for calling. Boom, boom. Give me a cookie first. And then ask that outcome question. That was a great word. I love words. And that's a super word. Okay. Yeah, I'm behind 18 payments. My wife can't sleep at night. I've got a house with a ton of equity in it, but I'm behind so many payments already.
Mhm.
I lost my job at the Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Company. Um, I don't know. I don't know what
So,
I don't know what to do, man.
Mhm. So I that's really rough. Like I'm sorry to hear that you're going through that. How is it? How is everything going? Like aside from that, like what's your desired outcome with the whole process?
I'll tell you what, if I could get out of this house with a little bit of money and start all over again, I think just, you can't even imagine the stress,
Okay.
the stress and the, God, it's horrible. Can't sleep at night. And
So yeah, so that's really like concerning you a lot, huh?
oh man, it's like on my mind. It's like on my mind all the time. Okay, your turn.
Oh, okay. No, I'm on my phone and I saw a bunch of messages pop up.
Okay, you've got.
So,
Do you have the perfect prospect right now?
mhm.
Are you in a competitive world where maybe a lot of people are calling him because foreclosure or pre-foreclosure is public knowledge, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're in a competitive, what your goal, your outcome is you got me on the phone, you've got to nurture me along, and you've got to get a commitment or a close, or at least another meeting set up in this one phone call. You got to
Mhm.
get a commitment or get out. There's nothing
Yeah.
there
Oh yeah.
on this
So
call.
so Claude, if I could work out a solution for you that's amicable for both of us, that's like a win-win for you, me, and gets the bank off your back. Is that something that you'd be interested in?
Well, I got to be honest with you. I've been speaking to a lot of other people. I spoke to Joseph, and he wanted like $10,000 from me just to
Hmm.
keep this thing. So, and then I spoke to an attorney, Mr. Villalobos. He wanted $18,000. I don't have that kind of money right now. If I did, but I got a house with a lot of equity in it.
Okay. Yeah, the attorneys are the worst. They want this money up front, and it's never a guarantee that anything's going to work out.
Yeah, I talked to that legal firm Villalobos and Partners, and they just want all kinds of money from me and everything. Rodrigo, I'm
Mhm.
just having fun with you, man. I love your name. I love your name, man.
No, I appreciate it.
So yeah, so if I could either buy your house or work out a solution with the bank, is that something that you'd be interested in?
I just want to, yeah, how do I know I can trust you?
I do everything completely transparency, and I don't ask any money from you, and I do everything on your behalf.
That was a great response. Preface it with great question, Claude. Why is that so important to preface it? That's a great question. Thank you so much for bringing it up. You're really doing a, you know what? You're really thinking, you got a good head on your shoulders. Why is off the role play? Why is that so important in the beginning?
Because
Everything else.
you're complimenting them, and just like
Stroking their ego.
not necessarily stroking their ego, but making them feel validated.
Yeah. Yeah. How do I know? Let's do that one more time. How do I know I can trust you, man? I've been speaking to I spoke to Joseph, I spoke to Rodrigo, I spoke to Wade. All these guys just I don't know these people. They all want money from me and everything. How do I know I can trust you?
That's a great question, Claude. One thing that I've noticed is that you're asking a lot of great questions, and that shows that you're really looking to find a good solution for yourself. What
Thank
we're
you.
able to do is get the.
What did
You're
you,
welcome.
what did you just off the role play? What did you just do? There was a magic moment there. There was that. Are we bonding right now?
Yeah.
Is he being charismatic and sounding sincere? Yes. How important is this in a competitive world? And he told you he spoke to 10 different people already. How important is what Mr. McCartney just did with me? How important is that on a 1 through 10?
A lot. Builds a great report.
It's a 10.
Mhm.
How important is it to have that real? Okay. So all we did in our marketing And give Christopher a round of applause. He did a great job there, man. He said that word outcome, man. Oh, that was brilliant, man. What's the outcome you want? What happens when you have that honest adult to adult dialogue with somebody right away? You skip the slideshow, you skip the boilerplate presentation, you skip all the features and benefits, and you just have a dialogue with a human being to human being, and you go right to the heart of the matter. What happens?
You cut through all the all his coverings, right? You cut
Yeah.
through all his armor.
Do you have a shot with this guy now? Does Christopher have a shot with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't have to sell you.
You don't have to sell me. We're there, baby.
Mhm.
We are there. How important is it to go right away? So you got to do your marketing the right way. You use that fear word in your marketing. Are there people today in foreclosure who have problems, and they how to save your home, how to avoid, how to sleep at night if you're in pre-foreclosure? Here is free information. Here's a free consultation. And this guy who is desperate calls you up. Tell me how great that is in terms of marketing. Isn't that fantastic? That's exactly what that's what you're looking for today. To get those, if every day I have a few people to speak to and they respond to simple KISS method marketing, keep it simple, keep it short, right? Keep it fast, right to the point. And we have the role play, and he strokes and nurtures me right away so that so I get off the phone. What am I going to say to my wife about Christopher?
Let's go.
Honey, I just spoke to a really nice guy. I think he's really sincere. I think he wants to help us. I don't think I think he wants to get us out of this mess. Boom.
Mhm.
So close me. Did you get a commitment? Let's hear how you're going to end this thing. You need a follow-up or something. You need a lot of, if you're going to take over my property, you're going to need a lot of information. You're going to need maybe some paperwork. You're going to need to send him a contract or something like that, right?
Right. Yeah.
Close me in 90 seconds. Go ahead.
All right. So Claude, what I need to do is, in order to get this process moving, is I need a copy of your mortgage statement, so that way
I can send it to you right now. I'll take a picture of it and send it to you right now.
All right, sounds good. And then what I'll do is I'll put together all the paperwork, send it over to you for you to read over. And then what I can do to make things easy for you is I'll arrange a mobile notary to go visit you, and so that way you can sign all the paperwork and get it all mailed back to me. Does that sound good for you?
Yeah, it sounds good. So what's going to happen exactly? What am I going to tell my wife? What's going to happen?
Yeah, so this is about, great question, Claude. So what the whole process works is we get the paperwork together, and then one of the documents is a authorization to release information. So that'll give me the opportunity to speak on your behalf with the bank, and I'll negotiate with them to get a successful outcome for the both of us. So that way you can move on with your life. And at the end of the process, you'll get a couple $1,000s to get someplace else to live, and all moving expenses and stuff like that. Does that sound good for you?
Yeah. Off the role play, here's another word for you. Would you like, you guys ready for $1 million word? My students, you guys know what this word is already. What is it, Wade? Here's your Wednesday exam. What's that one word?
Imagine.
Imagine. Christopher, put the word imagine in and hypnotize me now. This is gut 6.0 that we talk about. Can you put this in my mind?
Okay.
And can you say, Claude, could you imagine for a moment I get this done by the end, we're in May already. My God, I'm still in an April mindset here. What happened to April? It just like disappeared, man. I want you to put me in that mindset where you're putting an image, an idea, picture in my mind. Say, Claude, imagine for a moment. We get this behind you. I give you a check. Okay, you make some money and get out of this whole fiasco. I make a little money and you get a fresh start. You and your wife can get things going again and get that stress out, boom, something like that. Paint a
Mhm.
picture in my head and just close me and you super close me. Go ahead. Imagine. Most
All right, so where were okay? So Claude, that was a great question that you asked on how this whole process would work. Now imagine what would happen if I was able to figure out everything and get the bank on board and give you a couple $1,000s to move on with that with your life. Would that be something that you'd be interested in?
that's all I'm looking for, man. A little peace of mind.
Okay.
You know, a little peace of mind. Okay, now I want you to be Picasso here or Rembrandt. I want you to paint a little bit more. What is it? What is that freedom, that imagine thing you just did here? Can you put in a few of the senses? Hey, can you smell that? You and your wife are holding hands, walking down the beach. You said you live near the ocean and you're smelling the salt air, and you're going to that little sausage stand and and the bill and the mortgage is off your back, the property's off your back. You're just, you know, you got that serenity in your life right now. How does that peace?
Mhm.
Can you taste the sausage? Can you smell the salt air? You're holding your best girl's hand, walking barefoot on the beach, and this whole problem is behind you. Can you, how does that feel? I'm sorry, I'm a romantic, guys.
Yeah, that's different. That's very different.
Why?
But,
Am
I
I
can
doing this
see-
to be, am I doing this to be cute or what?
No, you're looking to build the picture for them so that way they connect with it. Because when you do that, it resonates more than just like simple words.
When I
When
said,
you start to build the picture, that really like emotionally connects with them.
see, we don't use the right words the right way. That is the biggest problem in sales and persuasion and in marketing. We don't use the right words. We use benign words. We use words that people just ignore. You know, we use those things where we have too much competition out there. Okay, fortunately, most of your competition is bad. It's really
Mhm.
boring stuff. It's copycat stuff. It's the same old tired stuff. If we could be a little creative in our marketing words, in our negotiation or discussion and persuasion with people. How many people here? Okay, it's 9:26 here in California. So you guys on the East Coast, it's 12:26. It's lunchtime. When I said a sausage sandwich, and if I maybe put a little more into, I said on that crispy Kaiser roll with maybe some of those peppers and a little, and some of that really good mustard. And you know, you bite into the sausage and it's hot and sweet at the same, and the bread, the crunch of the bread and the mustard, and it's all together and everything. And it's what is that? How many of you guys were thinking, holy shit, I'd like one of those right now? Perez is pulling off his truck to go to a hot dog stand now.
Yep.
Ty, did I make you hungry?
Yeah, man, put some onions on there, you know.
Oh, I use food. I use food all the time. How many guys here watch Dave Portnoy, the pizza guy?
Oh yeah, I love that
on
guy.
YouTube. What?
He's hilarious.
He has
one bite.
just one bite. You guys know the rules. One bite. Okay, watch him on YouTube. The guy is a genius. He has become a millionaire on YouTube, going around eating pizza in front of the pizza shops and the restaurants.
Yeah.
Why? He kept it simple. This is the big thing on the new Guts Kiss method, okay? Keeping it simple and short. He goes outside. He opens up a box of steaming pizza. It's great in the cold weather because you see the steam come off it. Does that have an effect on us visually? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Can you smell that pizza, that cheese bubbling and the crunch and the crust and everything? And then he takes it and he says, just one bite, and he bites into it. He always bites, but he says just one bite, and he always takes about 10 bites. He gobbles it right. If you've watched him, you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
What happens to us when we watch it? We get hungry. What is the power? See, we don't understand the true power of words and pictures and sounds. Okay, and smell. You walk in the movie theater. What's the first thing you smell?
Popcorn.
What happens?
Yeah, popcorn.
what happens? And you go, you spend $25 on popcorn and one soda nowadays, right? Or you get your big box, your gigantic box of Milk Duds or whatever, and pull out a tooth. The thing, the thing about it is, in marketing, in real estate, in finance, in anything, are we using the right words in our conversation and in our marketing so that we have is the word, Claudia, is the word linear a straight line? Is that what it means? Linear. See, I learned, got to always marry a woman who's smarter and who has more money and better credit. Okay, with a degree from Columbia. Yeah, serious. Secret of my success: marry a woman with more money and better credit. The thing about it is, if we use these words when we're talking to people and we get them to like us, God forbid they trust us, we give them a solution, a simple solution. We don't go into the world's longest soliloquy. You know, how many of us have given $1 million 45-minute presentations and right? I mean, brilliant presentations. We were up till 2 a.m. Raise your hand if you've prepared and given these great presentations. I'm the only one? Nobody else? Okay. And then they say, what do they say at the end of that brilliant presentation where you gave them all the facts and the figures and how your company is wonderful and you started with the Mayflower, you know, and all this obscure facts. What does the prospect say?
No money.
Oh, gee, this is great, Joseph, and I'd love to do business with you. I love the house, and it's beautiful there in South Carolina. Inside joke between Joseph and me. I always get him confused with North Carolina. Joseph, if I had the money, you'd be the first guy I'd call to. You know, and I'm getting a tax return in a couple of months. I'll give you a call then, okay, buddy?
No, it doesn't work this way.
What do you mean? Oh, wait, won't the house be available in June or July?
It's available now.
Well, I can't do it now. Like I told you, I'm not getting any money until June or July. You know, I'm broke right now.
No, I'm sorry to hear it. I'm sorry. Maybe if you can get your relatives, friends, whatever, who can help you, please call me.
Okay, I'll call up Uncle Harry. I haven't spoken to him in 10 years, but maybe I can borrow 50,000 from Uncle Harry.
Good luck.
But yeah, you were right. It's over. So Joseph gave me this brilliant long presentation, and then all I did was say, and then he found out at the very end I don't have the money. What happens when we talk to people who don't have any money? Aren't they usually very enthusiastic about our product or service or deal? Oh, this is great. This is the best thing I ever heard of. Oh, I got a bunch of questions to ask you. And you get excited and they get excited. And then you find out an hour later, they don't own the house or they don't have any money, right? So when we role play, let's qualify. Who wants to do a role play to qualify me really fast? I'll be the prospect. I'll do the hard work. Hey, Mr. Garrett. Hi. I saw your sign about the condo, the 3-bedroom condo. I'm very interested, and it's a rent to own. I'm very interested in it, man. It sounds great. Is it still available? My wife loves that neighborhood.
Oh, that's super. Yeah, thanks for calling me, Claude. I mean, I've actually been talking to a lot of people.
I want to see. I want to see it. Can I go see it today? I want to see it as soon as possible.
Oh, okay. Which condo was this? I've got a few for sale.
You got the one on Sausage and Pepper Avenue. Let's stay on a theme.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Right across from Onion Boulevard. Yeah. So that one right there.
We got to get off this food thing today, guys. I'm getting hungry, man. I'm an OMAD. I eat one meal a day, and I'm hungry. And it's only 9:30, and I'm starving already.
Well, real quick, Claude, do you mind if I ask you a couple questions to see if this might work today?
Oh yeah, but I want to see the house, and I have a lot of questions for you too. Is there a backyard I have 5 Chihuahuas. Is there a backyard for my little doggies?
Oh yeah, there's a great backyard. And well, let me ask you though, do you have any kind of down payment to be able to move forward today?
Well, I don't know. I'd have to check my finances, but you got a big backyard for my doggies, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I can give you the address. It's a great
What did
backyard. You can
what
drive
did I
by it.
just, what did I just?
You obfuscated.
Oh,
Yeah.
another $10 word. Everybody, there'll be a spelling class after this. Spell obfuscation. That's a $10 word. It used to be $5, but inflation. Obfuscation. What does that mean? It means he asked me a great question. Wade is doing a super job. And what did I do? I could check into it. I'll look at my finances, and then I change the subject right away. Why?
You don't want to answer me. You don't. You're hiding something.
Right. We have a thing. The theme of today is mind reading. What did I just, what, if you were reading my mind right now and you know I'm obfuscating and I'm not answering simple questions, what, you just read my mind. What does that tell? What is your intuitiveness? What does your natural skilled ability tell you? You're reading my mind at this very moment. What did it tell you? Because why did I obfuscate? Why did I change the subject?
Yeah, you don't have the money to really do something today, so time to get off the phone call.
Well, it tells you the money is right away when I change the subject, and I got a mind map here. I'm gonna see if I can find it for you guys. You guys like my mind maps?
Oh, it's a potential
Yes.
pain point.
But the ability to read, what makes a great gut salesperson? What makes you a millionaire? What gets you to four or five figures, 6 figures a month in business? You got to be a mind reader. Number one, can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that clear? Okay, you got to be in. Can we really read minds? Somewhat. We can anticipate based on repetition certain answers. Okay, so intuitively, when I obfuscated right away, what did that tell? What did that tell Wade about who I am? I'm hiding something, right? If Wade is emotional, I call him up. Oh, I love it. I love the house. I love the neighborhood. I can't wait to see the house and everything. And you get emotional and you don't qualify me properly. You don't read my mind. How much time and money are you going to waste on me?
Yeah, it can add up pretty quick, right?
How do you become a millionaire, a successful 5 figures or more per month salesperson?
I have to value my time.
Say it again. Brilliant. Round of applause.
Right.
Say that again.
Yeah, you got to value your time, right?
We got to work smarter. What's the one thing that financially successful people do that everybody else doesn't do? How come some people can make so much money in a small and have a quality of life and not where, I was talking to a guy before this, before I got on with you guys. He works 2 jobs, 2 40-hour-a-week jobs. He gets the only enjoyment in his life is sleep. Can you imagine working that hard? And money is still a big challenge in his life. Okay, he scheduled a free 15 minutes with me. I wanted to help the guy. Okay, he just doesn't get it. Can we work smarter than our competition? So intuitively, right away, I'm hiding something, and it's probably money. Isn't it always money?
Right.
Yeah. So how about, and this is kind of on our topic today. Let's go back in that role play though, before we go. Do you guys like this mind map? This is a nice mind map I made up on it. Let's get back here. It's a good question. I can look into my finances and everything, Mr. Garrett, but we really want to see that house, and we're not far away. Is there a way I can meet you, or is there a key or something I can go look at the house? We just love driving around looking at houses.
No. I mean, I do too. I mean, I love looking at houses. I mean, you said that you needed to check your finances though. I mean, round numbers, what kind of budget do you think we're working with?
I don't know. How much your sign said that the house on Sausage and Pepper Lane was a rent own. I love that rent own. That would be perfect for us. We can buy that later on, right? When I win the lottery.
Well, I wish it worked like that, Claude, but no. So what we have to do is we have to, we have to get some kind of down option consideration, and so.
Oh, I've got some money. I could. What do you need? Like $500 or something like that?
Oh, no, no. So it's a lot more. It's a lot more than that. It sounds like you don't have the kind of budget set aside for this. Maybe you want to look for something cheaper, or
Well,
what
no,
do you
we,
think?
we really like the house. We really want to see this house. How much do I need? I mean, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, so I mean it all depends really. I mean just kind of like a round number like 15 to 20,000 as a option consideration to get
Oh,
into this
could I,
property.
oh, okay. Could I put the 500 down and give you an extra $50 a month or something like that?
Oh, yeah. I wish I could say yes, Claude. I mean, you seem like a really great guy, and I'm sure your family is too and everything, but at those numbers, it's just not gonna work. Yeah.
Oh, okay, but let me ask you a few more questions, okay? Because I got plenty of time because I'm sitting home with babysitting the Chihuahuas. Does it have a bidet in there? I love those bidets because you can brush your teeth while you're sitting on the toilet and everything. You know, they got. I mean, isn't that how they work? That's the world's worst joke. Thank you, Randy. Thank you for laughing.
Yeah, you know what, Claude, I really enjoy it. I'm really enjoying this conversation,
Oh, great.
but unfortunately, I'm very busy. I got a lot of other appointments I have to make today. So, how about this? I'll send you some additional info on what you need to do. I've got your email here, and then reach back out to me if you resolve that down payment.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Can I just
Okay.
one more question before I go? They always say that. They all off the role play. They always say that one more question. And what do we do? The nice guy sales guys. What do we always do when they say, "Hey, Mr. Garrett, just one more question, please"? You know, I just
Yeah,
could you send me?
one more. Yeah.
Yeah, could you send me a copy of the contract? I want this rent to own contract. I'd like to look it over while I'm looking for the money under my mattress.
So what I should have done is I should have just said, okay, bye-bye, like you say, right? And just gone off the phone.
You never. Here's the thing. I believe in my new word of the day. Thank you, Claudia. Is linear. I do marketing that gets me right to appointments, right to my schedule system, right to a phone or a text. I get phone, emails, texts. People schedule with me every day. All I want is people to talk to. That's how you build your coaching, consulting business, your real estate business. You got to talk to people. But you get a lot of people, you're not gonna, they don't have the money.
Mhm.
And they want to pick your brain for a lot of questions, or they're contract collectors. And you might want to save them for a rainy day, right? Could you put them into your email database for follow-up possibly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you want to email them something in 3 months, 6 months. Maybe you want to take part of your real estate business and also add onto it a coaching and consulting side of your business. What happens
Nice.
what happens if we get really proficient in wholesaling, lease purchasing, whatever? You get really good in real estate. You really like it, but you get a lot of people who want to pick your brain. Like this guy, he doesn't have the 15,000. He probably never will, but he'd like to go out and learn how to do his own rent to own like you did. Can you monetize that? Can you coach or consult with somebody? You can't do the deal with them, but can you still bring in some passive income? I'm giving you guys $1 million ideas.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is $1 million ideas here today. And this is how this is how you do it. And you build up. So even if you can't close them today, and I love closing people today. Why are we in business?
Make
Make
money
money
today.
today.
Amen. But if we can't make money today, can we still build up our database, our email list? Because those are people, if someone comes to us, is that the dream in terms of marketing?
Yeah.
Let's invent other ways to generate income. Or maybe this guy will leave the lottery, or maybe somebody will lend him money, or maybe somebody will leave him an inheritance or something like that. And then 6 months later, after he got that inheritance, he calls you back. Hey, Wade, you probably don't remember me. I'm the guy with the Chihuahuas. We spoke 6 months ago.
Oh yeah, Claude. How you doing?
Yeah, Uncle Harry always said he'd take it with him, but for somehow he left me in the will, and I just got hold of $75,000, and I talked with you about that rent to own on Spaghetti and Meatball Lane, whatever we were saying.
Right, yeah. Sausage and pepperoni.
Sausage and Pepper Avenue, that's it. Oh God, could you imagine right now, if I could hold up a big bowl of spaghetti meatballs or a sausage sandwich with the oil dripping down and bite into it in front of you guys, what would happen? Oh man.
I have to get off this call.
Boom. So I just got your newsletter. I just saw your blog. I just got your email, and he reconnects with you because now he has the money.
Right.
Or now he wants a consultation or something.
Oh, here, I got something. Here you guys go.
Oh, some pizza.
Talking food.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, right.
That's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Looks great.
Thank
You
you.
guys are so funny. I'm downstairs and I'm hearing this conversation.
Hey.
My word.
Hey, round of applause for Vanna for turning the letters. Or no, she doesn't. She touches them.
Showing the food.
Bring some- Make some sausage and pepper rolls for the boys, will you?
Stuff.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
We always have pizza. Yeah, but it's not the same as getting it on the sidewalk and everything. Let's talk about mind reading. We digress. Let's talk about reading minds here a little bit. How do you read? When I say read a mind, do we sometimes intuitively know what they're thinking, what they're looking for? Is there some way we can anticipate? Do you ever drive your car and you know somebody's going to change a lane 2 feet in front of your car? So you're going 75 miles an hour and you just know the son of a bitch is going in and out, jumping all over the lanes, no signal lights. And you know he just came up from behind you and you know there's like a little space in front of you. Don't you know this guy's going to come in front of you? Don't you just know it?
Mhm.
You have to anticipate it. Let's go. Oh, I got a few guys who made some comments in my chat. Tim said I had something to come up. You probably said that 9:14. You said that. I'll catch the recording. Okay. Let's go back to my mind map here. It's a really good mind map. And I made a few notes this morning on the ability to read minds. First one is intuitive. I think we need to go by our instincts. Sometimes we don't have all the facts and the information, but do we intuitively know by listening, by asking the right questions intuitively, that what this person is going to say or do next? Like the guy cutting me off on the highway. I just knew he was going to do that and I anticipated it. Do you think that's a useful skill when we're negotiating a deal with a prospect?
Yeah.
You better believe it. How about when someone asks me a simple question? What do you ask me a yes/no question? Somebody.
Is the sky blue?
I think it's blue. Yeah, it's a little gray today. What happens when people take a pregnant pause? A pause. What happens when you ask them a simple question? You like chocolate or vanilla? Do you like ketchup or mustard on your French fries? Do you have money? Hey, do you have 15,000? Hey, Wade, do you have 15,000 that you could put as a down payment today if I could put you into this house?
Yes.
What? Okay.
Yes.
What, did you hear it?
Mhm.
Even in role plays, you learn stuff, don't you? And I don't know if Wade did that on purpose or he's playing me or he's really thinking about an answer here. When they're thinking of an answer and they go, and I'm guilty of that. And there's a pause. What does that tell you immediately? You're a mind reader in business and sales now. What does that immediately tell you?
Yeah, there's some kind of hesitation there. Like, there's something that, he's not as committed or she's not as committed, right?
Can I speak frankly? He's thinking of bullshit.
Mm.
He's thinking of he doesn't have the 15. If you had $15,000
Right.
in your checking account right now, 20, 30, 40,000. And I said, you have 15,000. If you and I can do a deal, Dan, you like the house, can you put down $15,000 as a show of good faith, a little skin in the game? And you see, what would a normal person say who has the money?
Yes, I can do that.
Yeah. What's the guy who's thinking of a lie? He's going to pause. So you got to read people. What happens when somebody, you're asking them questions and they do this? What does that tell you? Can you read pieces? Can you read the
Well,
physical?
it looks like kind of defensive, right? I don't know.
Ooh. Are you bonding with that person? Are you getting likability and trust when they go, Randy, is that the best price you can give me on that wood flooring?
Absolutely, Claude. I'm giving you the rock bottom price right now.
I don't know. I've talked to you. I've spoken to a few of you guys already, and I feel like you're hosing me, man.
Claude, I wouldn't hose you, man. Imagine if you could get it if I can get you this wood floor in there. When you get out of bed in the morning, it's not that dang concrete. You could step on a nice warm wooden floor, natural wooden floor. Imagine.
Okay. What did Randy read for me with those crossed arms and that like I smelled some bad flatulence in the room. I used the nice word there. Everybody look up the word flatulence. What does that tell you? Physicology, can we tell that? We want to read people's minds, Randy. Do we have to ask the right questions the right way?
Yes, you do.
And then listen for the answer. How do they respond? Do they respond right away? Or is there a pause? So they're thinking of a lie? Or are they just, what? Can we use a little bit of reverse psychology too sometimes to read their mind, to get to we're just trying to get to the truth and have an honest dialogue and either do business with this person today or find out, qualify them and put them on the back burner in our email follow-up list or something like that for another day, or completely fire them because there's no way in hell you're going to do business with this person today. You got 3 choices in every conversation. Are we going to make money today or tomorrow or never? What are we going to get from this person? So these are some of the things you do when you're talking to people, when you're doing your marketing right. You're doing simple marketing. You're getting enough people responding to your marketing. You're getting enough conversations every day. And then you're going into the gut system where you read people's minds because you're asking the right questions and you're listening the right way. How powerful is this superpower of mind reading? It's very powerful. It's very powerful. And this is what gets us smart. Let's do.
Can I ask you a question, Claude?
Yeah, absolutely.
That on your mind map, I think there's impatience was there.
It's a virtue.
So I talked to, I guess you apply that impatience. You don't always necessarily apply that impatience. Like I talked to a lady yesterday and, like long story short, I sent them a contract to purchase some vacant land from them, and I couldn't reach the husband, and then I finally reached his wife yesterday, and he passed away 4 days ago. And
holy shit! What do you?
And I felt really bad. I mean, I felt really bad because I was kind of mad, We agreed on the price. I talked to your husband. I'm guessing you sold it to somebody else. And then she said he died. He passed away.
Was she
last
telling
Thursday.
Was she telling the truth? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be nasty Claude here, but was she telling the truth?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I mean, she
But
sounded.
you're not 100%. How convenient is it? Do you ever notice that when you're trying to close somebody, all of a sudden the phone, the battery on the phone died. The meteor from Elon's the rocket ship from Elon the other day that exploded, it fell right on my husband,
Yeah, I mean,
do you believe in
I don't know.
coincidence? Do you believe in coincidence?
Yeah. I mean, my wife says I'm a poor judge of character, so
I don't
I
do
don't know.
marriage. I don't touch marriage counseling. It's not my forte. No, you're a good judge of character, but you got to develop it. You got to learn to
Right.
read people. Okay. You got to learn when is somebody, we talk a lot about positive manipulation here. When someone wants to win you over, what's the bad salesperson do?
They sell.
They what?
They sell.
How? What do they, what's the bad person? Hey, Rodrigo, welcome to ABC Porsche. Hey, baby, I want to put you in one of these cars, and we're having a special right now. We're giving away free floor mats with every $128,000 car. This is your lucky day. But wait, there's more. What's that guy doing?
He's kind of belligerent you and just going hammering and just giving you more, more options.
Yeah. See, some people unfortunately are susceptible to manipulation by criminal elements, right? How good I talk about this all the time. God, I wish I had another hour here today, but I have a full schedule thing. How many people did Bernie Madoff? I always talk about Bernie. How great a manipulator was he?
And he would push people away.
He'd reject them. Hey, sorry, Mr. Villalobos, I'm sorry, I'll cash you out if you want. I'll give you all your money back and everything like that. I mean, we paid you 18% interest, but if you pull out your money now, please don't ever come back here again. Or you can leave it in here and we'll give you another 18% on your $1 million. But if you pull it out now, I'm just too busy to pull money in and out of accounts. What would you like to do next, sir? I'm a little offended, by the way. Don't you trust me? I made you all this money on paper. This is what he did, by the way. What do we call that? Scarcity, rejection, authority, social proof, all those good things that Mr. Cialdini talks about. Have you guys read, there's a lot of movies on Bernie Madoff and a lot of good books about, if you really want to learn about great salesperson people, I mean, he was phenomenal at manipulation, evil intent, of course. But wasn't he phenomenal? What happens when I went to Rodrigo and I said, well, if you take the money out, don't ever come back here again?
I become nervous. I challenged my own thinking,
You're thinking maybe you don't want to piss me off. You made all this money and you don't want to rock the boat. And I'm hitting your greed button, right? And I'm also rejecting you. And this is exactly what he did. And people kept their money with him because he kept sending them invoices and showing all the money they were making. Meanwhile, he was taking their money to pay off all the other people who did want to pull their money out. Fantastic stuff. So what did we learn today real fast? Because I have to go. We learned how to read minds. We learned how to ask questions. We learned how to hypnotize people with words, sausage and pepper lane, okay? Things like that. What else? What am I forgetting? Help me.
Sitting on bidet and brushing your teeth.
Sitting on the bidet, is that what?
And brushing your teeth.
While brushing your teeth, yes, we learned that.
So if we would use this, just imagine you are sitting on the bidet.
Oh, yeah, and you're sitting there and that water's splashing up and you can take your toothbrush and bad picture, but really bad picture. My wife is groaning downstairs. Okay.
Obfuscation too, like that pregnant pause, that was a really good one for you to, you reminded me about that. I wasn't thinking about that.
Yeah. Randy's favorite word, imagine.
Right.
That's part of the hypnotic sales ability to that. How do you market to people? We talked a lot on Monday about my idea of marketing. And we also talked in the beginning today. Thank you, Christopher. I know you had to go, but we talked about emotional selling and all that. And I have to go, guys. Did we have fun
Great
today?
stuff, Claude. Thank you.
It's good stuff. I love talking with you guys. Thank you so much for attending. Stan, I think I saw you pop in there somewhere. That's my next appointment. That's my next. Hi, Stan. Everybody say good morning, Stan.
Good morning.
Morning, Stan.
Morning, Stan.
Stan, we just finished Role Play Wednesday, where we did all this role playing and how to think and act and sound like a millionaire. Just really good stuff. Stan is my next
Awesome.
appointment.
Take care. Thanks.
So you see, your Uncle Claude tells the truth. I am back to back talking to people every day. And that is, if you're speaking, in the last word, if you're speaking to enough people, good things will happen to you and your business. If you're doing the right, simple kind of marketing and you're using the right kind of sales persuasion system, nothing but good stuff will happen.
Thanks, Claude.
Have a good day, guys.
Take
See you,
care.
see you all
You too.
later.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Stan, can I log off and you log back on? Would you mind? You're muted. Log off and come back on so I can stop the recording and everything. Is that all right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be